How you doing, everyone? This is Kevin. I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be making a hook for a friend of mine, Daryl Stokes. He asked me if I could build him a custom hook for his, he did a video on this, looks like a huge cutting board to me. It's a serving platter and it's really long and he needs something to attach it to the wall with. And he asked me if I could build him something. He said, you may not want to do a video on it because I think it's going to be pretty boring. So Daryl, I'm going to make you a hook. It's not going to be boring. We're going to make you something pretty nice, a nice custom hook to hang that platter on. That I call it a chopping block, cutting board, but doesn't matter what it is. We're going to build you a hanger for it. So let's get started. Now we're not going to be using the forge. We're going to be using torches and we're going to be welding and that type of thing, and I'll show you the stock we're going to work with. So come on, let's go. Okay, right here on the table is the stock that we're going to be using. We're going to be using one railroad spike, one piece of, looks like 1/8 inch by 3/4 inch flat bar, and then we're going to use a piece of 1/4 inch dowel and 3/8 rebar. Now I'm going to be building this off the top of my head. We're going to get the bracket built, and then we're going to build something to go along with it with this railroad spike. First thing we're going to start off with is the 3/8 rebar. We're going to be bending this in a 90-degree angle. We're going to do this slow because I have to remember what he asked me for. He didn't want this bar any wider than 3 inches from the outside to the outside. Now, in order for this to get through the board that Daryl made, this can't be really bigger than 3/4 inch. We're going to attempt to heat this up and bend that over just a little bit, just enough to keep that board on there. Okay, I'm thinking that's going to hold his board on there pretty good. Let's check it out and see what it looks like. It's got a nice little lip on there. I should hold that board on there real good. I don't think he needs it real big. So what we're going to do now is we need to bend this up so he can slide his board on and be able to just set it down on there. So now we got to bend 2 more. Okay, we got it set in there like that. We're going to bend that. Now we're going to bend that in a 90-degree angle. Let's see what we look like here. Hopefully that's pretty close to a 90-degree. I think it is. What do you think? That's pretty good. Alright, I straightened that out just a little bit more so it's more flush on there. So now I'm going to heat this up, these 2 here, and we're going to bend it 1 more time. Okay, there's what we got. This is the way it'll mount on the wall. Just like so. Right like that. So now we're going to do something with this top up here. Okay, there's what we got so far. It's weird, it's different. Alright, the wrap that we did around this side, we're going to have to cut that off because it doesn't look right. So what we'll do is we'll cut that in an angle and try to make it look a little better. The thing is that makes it look wider on that side, so we're just going to cut it off right here. I think that looks so much better just cutting that little piece right off of there. Okay, there's what we got so far for Daryl. Now what we got to do on the back here, we got to weld a plate where we can drill a couple holes in it so he'll be able to bolt this to the wall. That's what we was going to use this piece right here for, to put in between here. Now, this thing's super hot yet, so we're just trying to get a mark so we can get our cut off in here, get this piece cut off. Okay, we're just going to drill a couple holes in the back of this thing so Daryl can put a couple screws in it. Alright, I drilled a couple holes in there. Now if Daryl wants them bigger, he could always drill them a little bigger if he wants. That'll be fine. Okay, here's what we got so far. I know Daryl's board should fit in here pretty easily and be able to hang on there, and he'll be able to bolt this on the wall. It is a pretty boring looking clamp or a hanger, but that's where this guy's going to come in. This little railroad spike. So we're going to get to working on the railroad spike. Okay, we're going to cut 4 pieces of this 1/4 inch dowel, about 4.5 inches long. Now I'm just going to clean up the edges so we can get them welded. Now we got to make a golf club. You guys get the thing. You've probably seen this picture on the internet. Somebody made one of these. I'm just basically going what I seen and trying to replicate the same thing. I know Daryl he did play golf a little bit, and then I guess he didn't like it, so he gave it up. So this guy here is going to be breaking his golf club. Okay, we're going to bend our little golf club so it fits in his leg where he's breaking it. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to weld this guy right to the top of that shelf holder, and we're going to make it not so boring. I think this is going to be pretty good. Daryl, he didn't like golfing, so we fixed him up with a guy breaking his golf club. So let's get that thing welded on there. We don't want it to touch the back of the wall, so I have to keep it to where it don't touch the wall. We could always heat it up and move his leg a little bit. Alright, here's our little guy. He's breaking his golf club. There's your hook, Daryl. I think it turned out pretty good. Not too bad. Alright everyone, our little guy is finished, our little bracket that Daryl needed to hang his, I call it a 6-foot cutting board. I think it's a serving platter. So whatever it is, Daryl, I hope you like the little hanger. I hope everything works out. And now we just put a little bit of beeswax. We heated this up and then we put some beeswax on it to keep it from rusting. There's no paint or anything on it. If you decide you want to heat it back up and clean it and paint it, that's totally up to you. The holes in here, you may have to drill them out a little bigger for whatever size screw that you're going to put in there. But I do hope that this works out for you, Daryl. I think it turned out pretty good. So it's the first time I ever built a guy out of a railroad spike. I did use a, I seen one online. That's what gave me the idea. That's not my idea. I just seen it and I figured I'd try to make it. So this is a guy breaking a golf club over his knee. Daryl told me he did some golfing for about 3 months, decided he didn't like it or was no good at it, so we did one where the guy's breaking the golf club over his knee. So I would like to tell everybody thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Till next time.